Now I'm going to create a script. All right, let me tell you first which script I'm going to create. All right, I'm going to create a script that will simply when you hover, all right, when you hover over the virtual button, all right, whenever you hover over the virtual button, what it will do is it will simply disable the cube, or let's say hide the cube. All right, as simple as that, nothing too complicated. All right, so yeah, let's start coding now. See, as you can see, I have created multiple folders in here, and I would suggest you should also create, because that would help you to structure your projects. Now I would create another folder in here, that is virtual button scripts. All right, now I would create different types of folders for different types of tutorials. All right, now in here create a C# script, and I'm going to name it virtual button. All right, or let's say virtual button, or let's say button behavior, something like this, behavior. So it would take some amount of time to create the script. So now we have created our virtual button behavior script. All right, now it's our time to code it. All right, and you already know that what we are going to code. All right, so the very first thing is we have to somehow target the cube. And all right, and before that, all right, and before that we also have to use a namespace. All right, we also have to use a namespace called Vueforia. All right, it's very important to make the virtual button script, virtual button functions to work. All right, so yeah, so I remove the comments and make sure that the void start function is there. All right, and if you have forgot what this void start function does, don't worry, I'm going to re-explain it. All right, the very first thing, all right, was to include the namespace Vueforia. Now to like edit the cube, all right, or do something with the cube, we somehow have to uh, grab, or let's say get the reference to the cube, right? We have to somehow store that cube somewhere to be edited, right? So how do we do that? It's fairly simple. We have to create a variable that is public game object. All right, as it is a game object, so the data type I am keeping is game object. All right, and then cube. Now one thing you should note, all right, if you don't give public or give private, what will happen is this particular field won't be showed. All right, won't be showed in the inspector. If I had to show you, just wait. All right, let me show you. I have created this particular game object. All right, and let me show you in let the script compile. All right, let the script compile, and I will show you that what will happen if you don't give public. All right, now see, there are two ways to reference a variable. All right, I will be showing you two ways, both the ways actually, like the simple drag and drop referencing way, and another that is using the script to reference. All right, so yeah, now let's attach the cube to our image target. All right, you can create another empty game object and attach it in there, but the thing is that the process we'll be following up is it requires us to add the script in the image target only, in the image target game object only. There's a reason behind it. I would show you why. All right, it depends on our scripting procedure, and I'll be scripting it in that way that the script should be in the image target game object only. All right, so you can see that we aren't able to see any sort of variable, but we did create one. So let's give public. All right, see, by default, all right, by default, whenever you create a game object, all right, or any variable, it is public, it is private, all right, those variables are private by default. So make sure, if you want to make them public, if you want to make those variables public, then you should remember that to add public keyword in front of them. So now let's see if our cube, like if our variable has appeared. All right, so click on the image target and then go at the last and check in the script, in your script that you created, that the cube is coming or not. All right, so in here our cube variable is coming. Now what you have to do is select the cube. All right, select the cube and drag and drop it in this particular area, all right, or in this particular place. It is currently taking all the game objects that are of type game objects, all right. It is taking all the objects available in the scene that are type of game object, all right. So anything that is game object, it will take it in here. It can be stored in this variable, all right. Now another thing is that we have to create a private variable, all right, because I don't want anyone to edit it externally. So we have to give a data type, that is virtual button behavior, and let's name it button, or let's say V button, that is virtual button. All right, this you already know. If you don't give public in front of any sort of variable, what will happen? All right, now as we have created, all right, as we have created a virtual button, we have to reference it also, right? We also have to so how should we do that, right? It's very simple, all right. There are some functions, that is get component in children. We would be using get component in children because we are targeting the, like we are targeting the means, let me show you. All right, see, you can see in the Unity editor, all right, that this is the image target, all right. This is the main game object, all right, and the virtual button and the cube, all right, the virtual button and the cube are a children, all right, are a children of this main game object, right. So we are attaching the script in this game object, all right, and we will be trying, all right, we will be trying to access, all right, we'll be trying to access the particular virtual button behavior, all right, virtual button behavior script, all right. We'll be trying to access virtual button behavior script from the virtual button game object, all right. So we'll be doing this. So the very first thing, all right, see, as I told you that in normal state, all right, in normal state the cube should be hidden, right, and when we hover, all right, when we hover over the particular virtual button, all right, the cube should be visible, all right. That's what I told you, right. Now the very first thing is we have to make the cube invisible, all right. So cube dot set active and put false in here. So what will happen with this is, uh, whenever you start, all right, whenever the game is starting or the app is starting, at first, all right, at first instance, this cube will be deactivated, all right, or in simpler terms it will be hidden, all right. And you know that what void start is. Void start runs only once whenever the application is starting, all right. So that's why whenever the app will start, we will run this particular function cube.setActiveFalse, so that the cube gets hidden. All right. Another thing is that you can simply hide it from the means hide it from the particular hierarchy panel from the scene only. But of course, that isn't a good idea. So let's do it by script. Now you have to instantiate. All right. You have to like contain the virtual button behavior script. All right. So I am going to name it. Sorry, I have already named it. That is, we have V button. Sorry, V button. So yeah, now let's sort. What can I say? Let's add. All right, let's reference that particular virtual button behavior script. All right. So you have to type this get component and children. All right, and inside of this particular greater than and lesser than arrows, you have to write the script name. All right, that is virtual button behavior. All right, now we have targeted the virtual button behavior script. Now, all right, now let's create two functions. All right, let's create another two function that will help us to activate and deactivate the script. So void on button pressed, we have to take a virtual button behavior as a parameter, sorry, VB. All right, and then what we have to do is whenever the button is pressed, or you can say button is hovered, we have to set the state of the cube to true so that it is visible. All right, and whenever button is released, all right, released, whenever the button is released, what we are going to do is we are going to simply deactivate the cube. All right, so it is as simple as that. But all right, but we haven't like, see, whenever to make any sort of function work, right, or any sort of method work, we have to call it, right, we have to call that particular function. But in our case we haven't called it. Can you see where we have called it? See, now, all right, like when you create normal buttons, UI buttons, all right, in Unity, there are some sort of on click functions, right? In the button parameters, there are on click functions. In here, all right, in here there is no on click function available. So we have to like create our own on click. All right, or you can say register these functions in our button. So how do we do so? It's fairly simple. All right, it is fairly simple. So select the button, all right, and then v button dot register on button pressed. All right, and inside the parenthesis pass the function on button pressed, because whenever the button is pressed, we have to run this particular on button pressed function. Now v button dot, again we have to do another thing, that is on button released. All right, so on button released. All right, so yeah, this is it. All right, this is it. Now let me recapitulate the whole code to you, all right, so that you won't get confused. The very first thing we did is to include the namespace using Vuforia. Then what we did, we created a game object, public game object, that is a cube, and referenced the cube to it. Then we created a virtual button behavior named V button. Then in the start, all right, in the void start, what we did, we like in the void start, we specified that whenever the application starts, deactivate the cube. All right, the cube should be hidden. Then after doing so, what we created two functions. All right, having virtual button behavior VB as a parameter. So the first function that we created is on button pressed. What it will do whenever whenever we are hovering over the button, or you can say it, whenever we put our hand over the button, that means that we have pressed the button. So that's why it is written on button pressed. So basically you are hovering over it. So this is what happens. Now whenever on button pressed function will be called, the cube will be will be restored. It won't be hidden anymore. But whenever the hand is released from the button, or whenever the button is released, again the cube will be hidden. After that, what we did is we referenced our virtual button behavior script in our V button component, and then we used functions to call our own functions, right? Like v button dot register on button pressed. What it will do is these two works like on click. All right, whenever you are pressing the button, it will do some function, and we have passed the function, that is whenever we will press the button, this particular on button pressed function should run. And another is that v button dot register on button released. All right, what will it do whenever the hand is released from the button? It will run the function on button released. All right, so let's save the script. Right, let's save the script and try it out in real time. Let's try it our basically let's try it our application that we created. The very first thing I would suggest you to do is to change the sensitivity setting to high. All right, and then click on play mode. All right, so as you can see it right in here. All right, here is my marker. You can see that whenever I am hovering over my hand, you can see that the cube is appearing, and whenever I am releasing my hand, the cube is going. All right, so this is how it basically works. All right, as simple as that. So congratulations, you learn to create how to create virtual buttons. But if you ask me what do I suggest, virtual buttons or UI buttons, believe me, UI buttons are far better than these virtual buttons. All right, so I would always recommend you to use UI buttons. Yeah, if there is a need to use virtual button, then only use it. All right, because these virtual buttons sometimes even doesn't tracks the hand. Like it's really hard to get them track the hand. Maybe it's because of my laptop's camera, but it is really problematic and creates a lot of problem and also breaks the user experience. So that's why I always recommend UI buttons. All right, so yeah, in this lecture we are going to learn how to use video playback feature. All right, in our Vuforia project. So in this video we are going to implement our own video player in augmented reality using Vuforia and Unity. After this video you would learn how to use your videos in your games. All right, in your Vuforia applications. Now in this video I'm going to show you there are actually two ways to means add the video playback functionalities, such as play, pause and stop. All right, but there's another way, that is the non-coding way. All right, I'm going to show you the non-coding way, that is to use the given on-click functions, means ready-made on-click functions given in Unity. All right, even I'm going to show you how to play the video whenever marker is found and stop it whenever marker is lost. All right, this video is going to be really simple video, so follow along. All right, now first of all delete the main camera. After deleting it, go to Vuforia engine, add AR camera, then again right click Vuforia engine and then add image target. All right, in the image target, select from database, then select the database and the image target. All right, this is the basic process that we follow along. All right, and I'm using the previous project only, so I haven't created any sort of new license or any sort of new database. So I'm using the same marker and all those things, but in different scenes. All right. Now, here you can see here's a script default observer event handler. In here, there you can see tracked or extended track. Click on tracked. All right. Then what you have to do is click on image target, add a plane. All right. Go to 3D object, add a plane. All right. Here you can see a plane is added. Now we have to reposition it. Move it upwards a bit, that is in the y-axis, then resize it, all right, so that it can fit the marker. All right, you can even create your AR video playback, like AR video application, or you can say AR video player after watching this video. All right, you can like get all the videos from the file explorer, then show it in here. All right, you can create your own application with it, but in augmented reality. All right, now let's name the plane to video playback, or let's say player. All right, now in here, after that, go to in the inspector panel only, search for video. All right, click on add component, then search for video, and here will get a here you will get a component called video player. All right, now I already have a video imported. All right, I already have a video imported in my assets. So I'm simply what you have to do is, you already know how to import it, right? Because you just simply have to download the video and just import it. It is as simple as that. Now you have to drag and drop the video inside of the video clip parameter. All right, and voila, this is the thing you have to do. All right, now another thing is that whenever you play, all right, whenever you play this, all right, the video will be inverted. All right, now let me show you what are the problems that we'll be facing now. So as you can see in here, all right, as you can see in here, the problem with the video is, all right, it is currently playing. All right, it is currently playing. Just wait. The video is currently playing and it is inverted also. All right, you might not be able to hear the audio, but the audio is also playing in the background. All right, so this is the problem we are facing currently. Let's fix it. All right, let's fix it. See, the very first thing, all right, the very first thing you have to do is to invert this. All right, invert means rotate this in the y-axis. Rotate this whole plane in the y-axis so that we get the video straight. All right, now after this we'll be getting the video straight. Another thing, all right, another thing is that click on the plane. All right, in here the video option, there's an option called play on awake. What does this mean? This means whenever you are whenever the application is starting, it will start playing the video. All right, this is what it means. Now uncheck it. All right, uncheck it. Now all the problems that we were facing is fixed now. So let's implement the features that I told. Now here you can see here are two options, on target found and on target lost, right? What we have to do is in here, click on target found, click in it. All right, and then here you can see this is the video, right? This is the video. Now drag and drop it in here. All right, drag and drop this video in here. Now I guess I forgot to change the name, so name it video player. All right, name it video player. Now what I did, let me show you the process again. All right, click on image target. Here are two options, on target found, on target lost. These are called events. All right, these events call some sort of function. All right, these type of events are also available in UI buttons also. I'm also going to show you how to create play pause button in UI. All right, so don't worry. Now what you have to do is click on this plus icon in on target found, then drag and drop your video player inside this particular field, Then here you can see here's another here's a drop down that no function written in here. All right, in here what we have to do, go to the last and you would find an option called video player. All right, now in here what you have to do, here are multiple options available. From these options you have to click on, means call the play function. All right, what will happen whenever, all right, whenever you try to play the video, all right, sorry, whenever the marker is found, all right, whenever the marker is found, it will start playing the video. All right, another thing, all right, another thing is that I want also to integrate whenever, all right, whenever the marker is lost, the video should pause or stop. All right, so for my case I would like to stop it. So again, in here's another event parameter, that is on target lost. Again do the same thing, drag and drop the video in here, call a particular function inside the video player. I'll be calling stop function. All right, so yeah, this is how we basically create our own video playback features. All right, now this is basically if you want only to use Vuforia to control the video playbacks. All right, like whenever the marker is found, you want to start the video, and whenever the marker is lost, you want to stop the video. All right, so let's try. So as you can see in here, all right, here the marker is found and the video is playing. All right, I'm not sure you are able to hear the audio or not, but you can see the video is playing. Now if I remove it, all right, now if I remove it, all right, the video has stopped, right? You are not able to see anything. Now if I again, all right, if I again put the marker, you can say the video is starting all over, right? From the start, the video is starting from the start. All right, so yeah, we successfully created our video playback features. All right, we successfully created our video playback in Vuforia. Now it is our time to do the same thing using buttons. All right, that is to implement the play, pause and stop functionality using buttons. So it is pretty simple. All right, it is not that complicated. What you have to do is, see, I'm not going to remove these two functions because I think these are good. All right, because whenever I want, whenever the marker is found, the video should automatically start, and whenever the marker is lost, the video should automatically stop. All right, or what you can do is you can like make it pause. All right, just make it pause. Let me change it to pause. All right, so whenever the marker is lost, the video will pause, and whenever the marker is again found after being paused, the video will play from the point where it has been paused. All right, so it is it. So that's how we implement video playbacks in Vuforia. If we want to do the same thing with markers, like marker lost or marker found. All right, now we'll be doing the same thing using UI canvas in Vuforia. All right, so now as we have successfully created our video playback, now it is our high time to implement some particular buttons for it. All right, so how do we do that? The very first thing, click on image target. Click on image target, then go to UI. All right, and click on canvas. All right, so click on canvas, then in the canvas here you can see canvas scaler. Here it is written constant pixel size changed into scale with screen size. It will help the UI to be more responsive. All right, so yeah, let me make it first. Let me go to the 2D mode for designing the UI. All right, now as I'm in 2D mode, now I have to implement the buttons. It is fairly simple. Just click on UI, then I would like to implement text mesh pro buttons. All right, so I would click on button text mesh pro and it has been imported. All right, the very first button that I have to create is the play button. All right, this is the play button that I want to create. Now I have to anchor this button also. All right, so how would I do so? So simply click in here. All right, you can see this rect transform option. Click in here and press alt key. After that, click on this last one. All right, click on this last one. Now I also have to change the text inside it, all right, so that it resembles play button. All right, now let's make it bold. Now I see I would be duplicating these buttons, all right, so that it becomes more easier for me. Now, yeah, now let me change it to pause. All right, now let's change the text of it to, that is to pause. All right, now again the same thing, duplicate it. Let's name it stop. Let's change the name to stop and also make it bold. Oh, all right, I have already made it bold. Now again go to rect transform, alt, then the right side. See, our button is anchored, all right, in a great way. Now what we have to do is we have to implement the functionalities. So the very first functionality I am going to implement is the play button functionality. So click on the play button, go below, all right, go below, like in the last, and here you'll find an option called button option, or you can say button component. In here, all right, in here there's an option called on click. All right, so simply click on the plus button. It's similar to the image target on target found. All right, it is similar to that. Now again drag and drop the video player object inside. All right, drag and drop the video player object inside the play button, then select video player and then click on play. All right, again do the same thing. All right, do the same thing with the other button, but choose different set of function based on the functionality you want. All right, so there is the pause button, so I'm going to use the pause function, and there's the stop button, so I'm going to use the stop function. All right, cool. Now let's test it out by playing it. All right, so guys, just see what is happening in here. All right, so whenever you can see the video has started playing. All right, you might heard some sort of sound, maybe, I'm not sure. All right, now let's pause the video. All right, see, the video is paused now. The video is paused. Now let's play it again. The video is playing. All right, now let's pause it. The video is paused. Now if you want to stop it, the video has stopped. Now if we want to play it, the video has started playing. So all the functionalities that we implemented is working perfectly fine. All right, in this lecture we are going to create our own car customizer. So the basic logic or idea behind this car customizer is would be providing the user 3 to 4 different colors. All right, and based on those colors the player would be able to like select a particular color and paint the car. All right, with that color. So this is the basic idea behind today's project. And if you want, all right, if you want, you can like customize this app further. Like you can add detachable doors, you can uh, add numerous numbers of tires that a person could change, right? So you could do those things also to make this app more like more big, and later on you can launch it on Play Store. All right, even you can add ads into this application. All right, so let me tell you. So first of all, I already have a 3D model, all right, inside of my Unity engine. All right, this is the 3D model. Actually I downloaded it from Sketchfab. Let me show you. This is the actual model that was there. I edited it later on. This is the actual model that was on Sketchfab. So I edited it later on. Basically, this kind of color came just because of it's a FBX. It doesn't already have the properties that I want. So I created a new material and applied those materials into the car. All right, so that's what I have done. So the better option would be for you to is download the GLTF models. All right, that is download the models in GLTF format, because they comes in much better quality, and they have the texture already embedded in it, right? So it would be much better to work with those. All right, so let me first reset its transform. All right, so so yeah, I've resetted its transform, and I'm like just a bit moving it in the z axis just a bit. All right, and now what you have to do is go to your browser. All right, first of all we have to create a license for our AR application, right? And one more thing, I have already imported the Vuforia engine. All right, and you already know how to do that, and you also know that how to check whether it is imported successfully or not. So make sure you import the Vuforia SDK, and before importing, all right, always make sure before importing change the build platform. All right, because if you change the build platform later on, that is after importing the model, the SDKs, then it's going to take a lot of time. So what I did is, after creating the project, I first shifted the build platform to Android. All right, and then what I did is I got to the player settings. All right, after going to the player settings, what you have to do is go to resolution and presentation. All right, not sorry, not in the resolution and presentation, just wait. Mm, okay, yeah, I was actually in the desktop tab, that's why I wasn't getting all the options. So now as I'm on the Android tab, go to the resolution and presentation. You will be getting default orientation, change it to landscape left. All right, it's totally based on the camera. You can choose any mode you want. All right, but we'll be creating our application in landscape mode only, so make sure either to select landscape right or landscape left. I chose landscape left because of the position of my camera. All right, and now go to other settings. All right, here you would find Android build settings, right? So what you have to do is select Android version. All right, that is the lowest Android version you want to support. So for me it's a API level 23, that is Android 6.0. You can choose a KitKat, you can choose Lollipop, anyone, means any target API level, sorry, minimum API level you want. All right, and leave the target API level to automatic highest installed. All right, so yeah, that's what you have to do. So after this, what you have to do is you got to go to the license manager. All right, click on get basic and create a new license. All right, so give this license a new name, that is I'm going to give it AR car. All right, and click on the checkbox and click confirm. All right, after that open this AR car license, and what you have to do is you have to copy this license. All right, you have to copy this license and go to a Unity editor. Then one more thing, delete this main camera. All right, in the Unity editor, delete this main camera because we won't be needing it. Now right click, view for your engine, AR camera. All right, and one thing I prefer the most is to put the AR camera on top of everything. So after you have done setting up the AR camera, what you have to do is in the inspector tab only you will get the properties of AR camera, and in the AR camera you'll be finding open view for the engine configuration, right? And in here you'll be finding app license key. So click on this blank box and just paste the license. All right, just paste the license and you would be good to go, right? So our basic project is set up. Right, now we have to create a database. So click on target manager. All right, click on add database, give the database a name. So I'm going to give it AR car DB. All right, make sure that the type is device, and then click on create. So after it has created a database, open it. Now what you have to do is you have to add the target marker. I already have the marker. All right, so you can select any marker you want. So I'm going to select the marker. Now let me find the marker. Okay, got it. Now give it a width. I'm going to give it a width of 6. All right, and I will keep the name marker only. right? So just let it upload the marker, and after that what you have to do is you have to download the marker so that we can upload it on our Unity engine. And one more thing, always check that what is the rating, that is the augmentable rating of your marker, and make sure it is 4, minimum 4. All right, it should be at least 4 to 5, not less than that. All right, now click on download database and select Unity data and click on download. All right, so it would start downloading the database. Now save this database somewhere in your desktop and import it. All right, so right click, you can either drag and drop it in here, or you can right click import package, custom package. All right, you can do that. So I'm going to follow the second one. Now click on AR card DB. All right, AR card DB Unity package. This is the database I downloaded, and click on open, and it's going to take some time to process, and it did the processing, and click on import. All right, so it's going to take some time to import the assets, and wow, cool. So our asset is also imported. Right, now what, as we already have imported our car model, what I wanted to do is right click, view for engine, image target. All right, and in the image target you will be finding like in the inspector menu you will be finding image target behavior from the type select from database. All right, and in there select the database, and your marker will be automatically selected. If you have more than one marker, that is 2 or 3 markers, then you can select it from there. Right, now this is the database. I'm going to like reset the transform again so that I get it in the center of the card. Now I'm going to increase the size of the car, all right, so that I could match the ratio. All right, now what I have to do is I have to put this car, means make this car a child of the image target, right? And now we are good to go. Our marker based AR app is set up. All right, now what we have to do is we have to code. All right, we have to code our, means we basically have to code what are the functions we want in the app. So for now we only want to change the color of the car. All right, that is the material color of the car. So first of all I want you to create the UI. So how are we going to do that? It's pretty simple. Right click, UI, then canvas. All right, as this app is in landscape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the medium resolution so that we could like easily make our app responsive. All right, and put it right in here. Now after I've created a canvas, you can see that there are multiple options in here. You can say canvas scaler option is there. In the UI scale mode section, you have to choose scale with screen size. All right, and leave it there only. All right, because that would actually help us to make the UI more responsive. All right, now what you have to do is uh, add some buttons. All right, uh, click on button text mesh pro. All right, so it would like prompt a importer. You can import it, but currently I don't want it, so I would be going with the normal buttons only. All right, I would like to go with the normal buttons only. Actually we won't be needing the text, so that's why I'm going with the normal buttons. But what I would suggest you is to if you are going for text based buttons or something like that, all right, or even buttons in general, I would suggest you to always go for text mesh pro, because they are thousand times better than you know these other buttons. So give it a width of 200. All right, or let's not give 200, so it's too big. Let's give 100 only. All right, yeah. Now what you have to do is in the rect transform only, in here you'll be seeing a small box. Click on it, click alt. All right, just wait. Okay, now what you have to do is click alt in here, or just wait. All right. Now what you have to do is, after you have done that, give it a name. All right. Let's give it name. I want to name it red. All right. And let's give it a red color. All right. And make sure you are in 2D mode because we are going to edit this UI. All right. And duplicate this button. All right. Duplicate this button and move it right in here. Now give it another color, that is, let's say I want black, right? Let's give it another color, that is black. uh, it might not be that visible, so I'm going to make it a bit like this kind of black so that it becomes visible. All right. Now here give another color. All right. Let's give it blue. All right. Let's make the color blue. Okay. Now let's give another color, that is yellow. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So we have our UI prepared, right? We got our UI prepared. We have prepared our buttons. Now what we have to do is we have to code, right? The very first thing, all right, the very first thing I would like to do is I would be coding a script to rotate our car, all right, so that it rotates continuously. And to do that, first of all, what I have to do is I have to just create a folder, scripts folder. All right. And then click on create, then again C# script, and let's give it a name, that is rotate. All right. So I want my car to rotate actually. Now it's compiling the application. All right. Okay, so give it a few seconds. Okay, so all right, it's taking a bit time, so let's give it its time so that it is able to do the processing it needs to do. All right. So our script is perfectly compiled. Now I'm going to open the script in my Visual Studio editor. All right. Now, okay. Here we got our editor. All right. I don't want it to be in full screen mode as of now. So remove the whole start function and comments. All right. We need the update one. So first thing is you have to create a vector3 variable. All right. Vector3, let's name it rot. All right. And what in the update function only, what you have to do is transform dot rotate. All right. And pass this rot variable in there and multiply it with time dot delta time. All right. Now save the script and let it compile in your Unity editor. All right. So after it is compiled, what we have to do is we have to put it in means inside our car model. All right. That is, we have to attach it as a script in our car model. All right. So that we could use it. Right. And all right. Now go to the image target. All right. And first of all, unpack this whole prefab. All right. After unpacking, what you have to do is drag and drop this rotate script in here, and in the rot value, give it a value of 30. All right. It would be like moving at rotating at the speed of 30. All right. Now what you have to do is play this. All right. Play this particular scene and let's see how all things work. Right. So just give it a few seconds. So just a few seconds and we'll be good to go. Okay, cool. Let me maximize it. Okay, cool. Now see, our car is rotating. All right, and that's pretty good. All right. Oh, one more thing. Extended tracking feature is on, and of course we don't want that. Go to AR camera. All right. Sorry, not AR camera. Click on image target. All right. In here, select tracked. All right, and we'll be good to go. Right. So now, as our basically our car means we have created our car model, right? As we have created our car model, now what we have to do is click on create C sharp script. All right, and let's give it change color. All right, so that we could change color of our car after clicking some particular button. All right, so just wait, it's compiling the script. All right, just wait a few seconds. All right, let's open the script in our editor. Okay, cool. Now what I want you to do is uh, create an array. All right, that is a line renderer. Sorry, not line render array. Just wait. Public. Just give me a second. All right. So what we have to do is we have to create a array. All right. Of first of all, create an array of colors. All right. So that we can store the colors in here. Now again create another array of renderer, that is it will help us to get the renderer of our car material. There's a reason why we are actually creating a renderer. All right, there's a huge reason, means not exactly a renderer, why we are creating an array of renderer, and you know just wait, let's name it maths. All right, now there's a reason why we are doing that, because see, a car might have multiple materials in it. All right, that is a car might have multiple sections in it, where there will be different materials will be like applied, right? So that's why we are creating a array, so that we could include all those sections in our in our model only, that is in our script only. Right, now let me show you. What you have to do is click on public void. All right, and write a method or function, all right, called red. Now make it public so that we can get it on our inspector menu. Right, now we have to run a loop. All right, that is for int I equals 0, I less than maths dot length. All right, it would be running from 0 to, that is 1 minus the actual length of the material. All right, and yeah, now you can either open the brackets, or you can simply write it like this. Let me show you. All right, because if it's a one liner, all right, you don't need bracket, and currently it's a one liner only. Now what you have to do is mat of like I, we have to give it, take each and every, like each particular material and apply color to it. So mats of I dot material dot color equals, so you can, what you can do is, just wait, colors, yeah, we got the variable, and give it the first, that is the first value of all the colors. All right, now copy and paste. All right, copy and paste it so that we can basically replicate it. All right, now blue. All right, and or let's say which was our second color in here. Okay, it was black. Right, let's give it black, and let's give it 1. All right, Then in here, let's give it blue because it was our third, and give it 2. And yellow. And do you know why we are giving, like, eh, first index value as a 0, then then to the second we are giving 1, then to the third we are giving 2? That's because indexing starts from 0. All right. So we have our script written. All right. I hope you understood the script. Now there's nothing else to do. We just have to apply the script and the functions. All right. We have to apply to the variables. Right. So yeah. So now what you have to do is create a empty game object. All right, you can do that, and reset its transform, name it color changer. All right, and attach the script to the color changer. Now what you have to do is you have to give 4 colors to it. Give the array size 4, and how let's see how many materials we have to give in here. All right, so basically the body is there. All right, now, all right, not this one, not this one, this one, this one. All right, this roof, sweep, not sweepers, for window front, not this one. All right, so okay, all right, I understood. So go to the color changes script. All right, and let's give it 2 as of now. All right, now what you have to do is get the body material in here. All right, the body is for the whole body, right? And let's get the sweepers, that is, no, sorry, the roof one. All right, let's get the, where is the roof? Oh, okay, yeah, we got it. So yeah, here we got the hood. All right, actually there are multiple layers in it, so that's why I told you to add, like, create an array of those materials. Right, now let's get the hood in here. Okay, so we got the hood. Now, okay, the body is done. The doors, right? Yeah, the doors. So go to the color changer, add another section. All right, and let's give it the doors. Right, take the doors. All right. Okay, just wait. Okay, okay. Here we go. Another one, that is door FR. All right. Now let's see what other things we have to give. Okay, trunk door. Right. Let's give it the trunk door. All right. I hope nothing else is left. Okay. No, I guess everything seems good. Right. Yeah, everything seems good. Now let's see. Let's now let's give those colors. The first element should be red. All right, it should be red. Okay. The next, that is, the next one should be black. All right. Now the second one should be blue. Let's give it a more bit sky color. All right, it would look good. And the next one should be yellow. Right, now what we have to do is click on canvas. All right, click on buttons. All right, first of all, select every button, add a plus sign in there, and add the color changer script in here. Right, what you have to do is go to a red button, click on change color, click on red. Go to the black button, again choose from the change color, then select black. Then from the blue color, click change color, then blue. Then from the yellow one, go in here, click on change color, and click on yellow. Where is it? Okay, cool. Now let's try our app, so that let's try our app and let's see how it performs. All right, let's see. So give a few seconds and we'll be good to go. Okay, cool. So let me maximize the window. Okay, cool. Okay, all right, cool. So we are able to see the car, right? Now let's try the color. Wow, see, it looks good, right? See, cool, isn't it? Yeah. So our first project is done actually. All right. Congratulations, you have created your first full-fledged application with Vuforia. All right. You can let me give you some idea what you can do further. You can, let's say, you can add varieties of tires in here. All right. You can add numerous varieties of tires. You can add more colors. All right. You can like create your own car model, or you can even like take the door of it, all right, and like rotate it somehow to get like the opening door animation sort of thing, right? You can create your own animations like that and add it in there so that the person can actually you know, the person can actually view the inner parts of the car, right? You can add more customizations to it. You can add more cars to it, right? Now the next process for you is to go to build settings, all right, and add click on add open scenes, all right. That is for our the scene is main, or you can simply drag and drop the scene and simply click on build, and it would start building your application. All right, so if you have any doubt regarding this lecture, you can write it down in the comment section. All right. In this lecture, we are going to create our second project, all right, that is AR business card, all right. How this project would help you is, let's say you are going to some client, all right, and you want to give them your business card, all right. You can share the APK, all right. If like, of course, yeah, you can do this, right? So we'll be creating a AR business card today, all right. And in this project, you are going to learn to like implement your own avatar, all right. And you would also learn to apply animations, right? So let's do it. So what you have to do is right now, let me show you. First of all, you have to set up your project. All right, it's very simple. Create a new project, go to file, build settings. All right, in the build settings, first of all, switch your platform to Android. All right, I have already done that, and make sure whenever you are opening a new project, when it's blank, all right, that's totally new, switch the platform first, all right? Because if you do that later on, after multiple things are done in your platform, means in your project, then switching the platform would be very tedious, because then it is going to take a lot of time if your system is slow. All right, after you have switched the platform, I also add also click on add open scenes. It will add the a primary scene I am using right now, all right. And go to player settings. In the player settings, give it a company name, all right. Give it a product name, all right. And go to resolution and presentation. In the default orientation, select whichever you prefer, all right. I prefer landscape left because of my camera position, all right. Then in the other settings, select the lowest Android version you want to keep, all right. For me, it's Marshmallow, all right. And leave the target API level to automatic highest installed, all right. And after that, we are done setting up the like project. All right, now what you have to do is import Vuforia engine, and you already know how to do that, right? And another, you have to import another SDK, that is Ready Player Me SDK. All right, it will enable us to create 3D avatars. All right, I already have 5 avatars in my dashboard, all right. So you can also create yours and upload it in Unity, all right. And to upload them, you have to use this Unity avatar SDK, all right. So click on this download the latest version and download your SDK, right, and then import it. The importing process is totally similar, all right. There isn't much any difference. So yeah, all the things are there are totally similar, all right. I have already imported both Vuforia and Ready Player Me, all right. Now what you have to do is we have to set up our Vuforia engine now, all right. So first of all, to do that, click on this main camera, then delete this main camera, all right. Then again go right click, view 4D engine, AR camera. All right, you have this AR camera. Now put it on top. All right, put it on top. Okay, now after this is done, we have to create a license key. All right, so go to open view 4D engine configuration, and we have to add a license key in here. So to do that, go to your Vue4D developer portal, click on get basic. All right, and then you have to get a new license. All right, give the license name, that is business card. All right, and check check this box and click on confirm. All right, and you'd be having your business card right in here. All right, that is the license of your business card. So now what you have to do is uh, click on this particular means copy this code. All right, and paste this code in your Vuforia configuration, that is in the app license key. All right, and we are good to go. Now what you have to do is open this, and we also have to add a target manager. All right, that is we have to add our own market database. So how do we do that? Click on add database. All right, then let's business card marker. All right, wait, okay, marker. All right, db. So I create this database. All right, and after you create this database, you are going to find open this database and add the marker. All right, add the marker that you have created in there. All right, I have my own business card marker. All right, so I will simply add that in here and then download it. All right, so just wait, let me find my business card marker. Oh yeah, I got it. Now import it. All right, after you do that, give it a size. All right, I'm going to keep it to 6. All right, and you can I'm going to keep this name only. You can give any name you want, and then click on add target. All right, and it would upload the target in your database. Now what you have to do is after all these things are done, download the database. All right, that is click on download database and then select Unity data and click on download. All right, and this would actually start downloading your database. All right, and then what you have to do is you have to import this database in your Unity, as simple as that. All right, so now open your Unity. All right, open your Unity, drag and drop. All right, drag and drop this SDK. All right, drag and drop this SDK into, sorry, not SDK, the database into Unity and click on import. All right, so after all this, all right, it would import your SDK and sorry, not SDK, your database, and we are good to go. All right, now what you have to do is right click in here, click on view for your engine, image target. All right, so it would create a image target game object in here, and in the inspector menu you'd be finding image target behavior. In there, click from database, select the database, and voila, you got the marker. Right, so here you can see I have the business card. Right, now what we will be doing right now is we have the avatar. Right, I already have imported the assets. All right, first of all let me convert the assets. So select all these assets. All right, all of them are PNGs. All right, so set the asset, and in the texture type, go to sprite 2D and UI, and click on apply. All right, so it's going to take some time. It's going to convert all the textures to a certain type. All right, that is this sprite 2D and UI. All right, and after it is converted, all right, I'll be back. So our assets are converted. All right, and now we are good to go. All right, so now what you have to do is you have to import the 3D model. All right, so how would you do that? First of all, click on this Ready Player Me button in here. All right, that is in the head, and click on Avatar Loader. All right, in here what you can do is uh, create a new avatar for yourself. All right, I already have them. Create a new avatar. All right, it's very simple to create one and create an avatar, and then what you have to do is click on that avatar in the three dots. All right, and copy .glb URL. All right, copy this GLB URL and go to your Unity editor. Here you can see avatar URL or shortcode. You have to paste that link you copied. All right. Okay. So now here are few options. All right. First of all, uncheck this model caching. Why? See, this model caching feature is a feature by Ready Player Me only. What happens now? It will cache your model in Unity. Now, if you don't, all right, let's say if you uncheck this model caching, what will happen? If you make some changes, all right, if you make some changes on the Ready Player Me web, that those changes of the avatar will automatically get reflected in your Unity editor. All right. So for now, I don't want model caching to be there, but if you want that, if you want model caching to be there, you can do that. All right. But currently, I don't want my model to be cached. All right. And if use eye animations is not checked, click on this use eye animations. All right. And after that, click on load avatar. All right. So it would start loading the avatar. All right. So first of all it will download, then simply import your avatar. Okay, so our avatar is now loaded, as you can see right in here. All right. So first of all, let me keep this avatar in a different place. All right, and let me add another plane. All right, that is, go to 3D object. In the 3D object, click plane. All right, this plane is of course big. First of all, let me reset the transform. All right, and let me put it down a bit, and let me go to the top view so that I could adjust. All right, I could adjust this particular plane. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so we have adjusted our okay, we have adjusted our plane. All right, now you can simply put it upwards. All right, cool. Now, what I want you to do is attach a material into to it. All right. So how do you do that? Right click on the project panel, create a folder. All right. Create a folder called material. All right. Right click, create folder, material. Click in here. Go to again material, and give it card material. All right, card mat. All right, so that we can add the material in here, and in this albedo click on this option. All right, and select the card material in here. Okay, and then drag and drop it in here. All right, now rotate it. All right, rotate it so that we get the perfect alignment. All right, so now we are good to go. Now let's edit this material a bit. Right. Okay, of course metallic doesn't look good. All right, yeah, let's experiment with this material a bit. All right, wait. So now as you can see, we have a menu right in here. All right, click on legacy shaders and click on diffuse. Okay, now it does looks good. All right, so let me show you how I did it. In the material section, click on the shader option. All right, then go to legacy shaders, then diffuse. All right, so that's how you do it. All right, so yeah, I hope it's clear. Now what you can do is drag and drop this plane, all right, inside this image target, and you get this avatar, right? Reset the transform of this avatar. All right, reset the transform of this avatar, scale it. All right, scale it a bit scale this avatar a bit. Alright, first of all, you remove this directional light. Alright, I don't want this, means remove the shadows, not the directional light, of course. After removing the shadows, alright, rotate this particular avatar. Alright, let me rotate it. Okay, cool. Now put it right in here. Alright, on top of this blank area. Alright, okay, let's make this like this. Alright, cool. So now you get a avatar. All right, you can add a rotation script. All right, so let's go to uh, create another folder. All right, let's create a folder called scripts. In the scripts folder, create a C# script. All right, and name it rotate. Okay, I'm going to hit reload in my Visual Studio Editor. All right, so it's currently compiling and it also reloading my Visual Studio Editor. So just wait a few seconds. So now our script is compiled. All right, now let's open this in our Visual Studio Editor. All right, and let's write some script in it. First of all, remove this start and all those comments. All right, simply create a public vector 3. All right, vector 3 and give it rot. All right, and then click on transform dot rotate, then pass this rot value in on the rotate function and multiply it with time dot delta time. All right, and then save the script and compile it. All right, after compiling it, we have to attach the script on the avatar. All right, to make it work. So it's currently compiling the script, so just wait for a few seconds and it would be done, right? So yeah. So our script is compiled. Now what we have to do is click on this avatar. All right, add this script right in here. All right, and give it a rotational value of, let's say, mm, 10. All right, and also drag and drop this particular avatar inside the image target, or make it a child of the image target. All right, so now as we did a lot of things right in here. All right, let's see if everything's working perfectly or not. All right, so let me open my marker and then hit the play button. All right, hit the play button. All right, so that's what you have to do right now. So click on this play button. So now as you can see, our camera is open. Now let's oh, cool. See, all the features that we implemented as of now is perfectly working, but here you can see the character animation is being played, right? The character animation is being played, but the problem is that it is sometimes it's also walking. All right, it's also showing the walk animation, and I of course I don't want the walk animation. All right, and here comes another problem, that this extended tracking. So we would be fixing these problems all right before moving forward. So how to do that? First of all, let's fix the avatar, or let's fix the image target problem. All right, click on this image target, change it to tracked. All right, then in the avatar, what you have to do is in the, you can see in the controller option, click on male full ball with body. That is the controller name, and double click on this, and it would open an animator window. Here you can see that there's two pathways. That is, first it is going from idle to walk, then again it is going to walk to idle. All right, so simply delete this. All right, simply delete this particular animation and we would be good to go. All right, now also I want to increase the size of this avatar a bit. All right, so yeah, now let's see how everything works, right? Let's see how perfectly things are working and if it needs any more changes or not, right? So yeah, just give it a few seconds. Okay, cool. Okay, Yeah, it looks good. It does looks good right now. All right. So yeah, and also this tracking thing is fixed, right? And currently you can see the blink speed. All right, the blink, you can increase the blink speed. All right, that is, you can make it to like 0.3 maybe. All right, I'm going to increase it to 0.3. It's the ideal value I find. All right, now as our avatar is set up, all right, now also set up our, our UI. All right, now how to do that? This thing is fairly simple. Go to image target, click on UI, then select a canvas right in here. All right, select a canvas, and currently this is a 2D canvas, and of course we none of us want 2D canvas. What you can do is go to click on this render mode. All right, and select world space. Select the here you can see here's an option for event camera. Drag and drop this AR camera into this event camera. All right, and here you can see our canvas is now transformed to 3D mode. All right, now let's edit this canvas. All right, let's scale it down. All right, and let's reset, not reset, let's reset its position. All right, here you can see we need to scale it down more. Okay, now rotate this into y axis, not y, sorry, x axis, to 90 degree. All right, and make sure it is like this. All right, give it a bit space to it so that we can add our UI into this. Right, now what you have to do is you have to add UI to it. Right, what you can do is click on this canvas. All right, then go for first of all I want to add an image, so click on this image. All right, and let's drag and drop it in here. All right, so this would be my profile image. All right, and I already have the profile image, so I'm going to just select it, and you can see, first of all let me actually I guess the rotation of the canvas is different. Let me check. Yeah, the rotation of canvas is wrong. Just wait, let me fix the rotation. Okay, 180. All right, now let's get this particular image in its right place. Okay, cool. So now we got our image right in here. All right, so you can, if you want, you can like increase the size of the image. All right, and let's add a name text on the side of the image. So how do you do that? Click on UI, then click on Text Mesh Pro. All right, import the Text Mesh Pro. All right, because this is the best. All right, this is the best for button and text both. All right, and it would start importing the assets, so it's gonna take some time. So give it some time. All right. So I have imported the Text Mesh Pro, all right, and also I have also imported the Text Mesh Pro examples and extras, all right, because it already provides some really good fonts, so I'm going to use them. All right, now as you see, we have the text in here. Now write your name in here. So Priyanshu Bhattacharji. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, in the wrapping, I'm going to disable the wrapping. All right, cause I don't need it. Now let's see, let's choose a font from the given set. All right, let's see which one would be good. Okay, not this one, of course not this one, no. Let's see, yeah, let's check the Anton one. Okay, so Roboto looks good. All right, this Roboto one looks pretty good. Now what you can do is you can adjust it. All right, adjust it more. I think this this is good. This looks just wait. Okay, yeah, no, just wait, let me adjust it a bit. All right, yeah, this is pretty good. This looks fine. And all right, So now we have set up this particular profile thingy, right? Now what I want you to create an empty prefab, all right in here, all right, create an empty the game object, and let's name it left container, all right, because as we are going to add animations to it, all right, so position it in in the center of these two assets, that is the image and the text. Put it in the left container, all right, and let's sort of add a bio in here. Okay, so this would be a short bio. So I am Priyansh. Let me complete the bio, all right, then I would again resume the video. So I wrote the bio, all right, now I have to adjust, let's adjust this bio right in here, all right, so that this of course doesn't looks good, and just give a moment. All right, okay, so let's give it a height of 400, not 400, let's give it 200. Okay, yeah, this looks good. Now let's reduce the size, all right, let's make the size 25 maybe, or 20. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Let's make it 350. All right, yeah, I guess this is fine. This looks fine. Now align it a bit, all right, align this thing a bit, and actually let's remove this intro thing, all right, let's add two buttons in here, all right, let's add two buttons in here. Go to UI, click on button text mesh pro, all right, go in here, increase the size of the button, all right, increase the size of the button, put it in the middle maybe, all right, and I have wait, I have the logos right in here. Go to assets. Okay, let's make two button for our social media, that is uh, this Instagram and LinkedIn, all right. So I'm not going to remove this particular text, or I'm going to make it bold, and let's name it linked in, all right. So and let's reduce the size, that is make it 20, all right, and in the button only click on UI, then again add an image, all right, reduce the size. uh, in the image add the LinkedIn, this LinkedIn image in here, all right, and drag and drop it to the side, right, put it in the side, uh, make the text a bit centered, right. Okay, let's make it side, all right, let's just give me a second. Let me reduce the size of the text again, that is let's make it 17 maybe. Okay, sorry, 20, I by mistake I give it 27. All right, cool. Now I would also like to just wait. Okay, so I would also like to reduce the size of the button, so just simply remove these text from there, all right. Now just wait, let me reduce the size of the button. um, okay, good. Now again make those text and images the child of the button, right. So let's adjust it a bit again. mm, all right, yeah, this looks good. Okay, and also go to gizmos, all right, and go to gizmos, and you can see this 3D icon slider. Just make it small, all right, so small that you can't again see those things, all right, and okay, now yeah, this looks cool. So then name it LinkedIn, all right, then again duplicate this button, all right, put it in here, all right, and let's name it Instagram. All right. So give the text Instagram. All right. So let me reduce the size a bit for this one. Okay, 15. Okay, all right. Here we go. And change the image to the Instagram image. All right. And yeah, so we got our buttons in here. So now what you can do is you can simply, take these two buttons. All right, take these two buttons and simply put it right in here. All right. Or let's try making this button a bit, larger in size. Okay. Now just give a moment and yeah, these looks good, right? So we got our left container. All right, that is the left panel. All right, it would be like coming like this in the animation. And let's create our another container. All right, let's create an empty container. Let's give it bottom. All right, that is, it would be in the bottom container. All right, so bottom container. Now in the bottom container again, place that, add an, UI, that is an image. All right, add an image in here. Give this image a new, component, that is button component. All right, because we would be using them as buttons. All right, now get this container and drag and drop it in here. All right, so as you have get that container. All right, now what you have to do is take this image and put it in the side and add the Discord icon in here. All right, and let's give it a name, Discord. Okay, Discord. All right, then again, no, duplicate this and again place it in a bit, change the position and place it in the side of it, and again drag and drop the GitHub, you know, GitHub logo, and again duplicate it. All right, and now it's the time for, YouTube. So now rename it to YouTube. All right, now what you can do is, okay, so yeah, so we got our three button containers. All right, and make sure to place it in the center. All right, um let me reposition this, the button of, just wait, let me reposition this. All right, just give me a second, let me make all the things in center. Just give me just a moment. All right, okay, yeah, now I guess everything's fine, right? So now we have the buttons in here. All right, we have all the things that we would be needing. Let's again, let's reduce the size of this one too. Let's make it 14 maybe. All right, okay, no, let's go for 15. All right, this looks good. So now as our buttons are created, right, now what you have to do is we have to create a script. All right, because of course these buttons have to do something, right? These buttons have to do something. So what, these buttons will be used to open the links. All right, so how to do that? Click on, create a new C# script. All right, and name it link manager. All right, because we would be adding the links in here. All right, and after it gets compiled, open the link. All right, so we have to write some, some functions. All right, to open the links. The script is pretty easy. So now as our script is opened, all right, everything's pretty simple. Just remove all this comments and start an update function. We have to write our own function, that is public, all right, void let's say open LinkedIn. All right, give the function name anything you want. All right, and now within that function we have to write a particular line, that is application dot open URL. All right, and in that pass your LinkedIn profile's URL. All right, so here I have the LinkedIn profile's URL, and now I'm going to paste it right in here. All right, similarly write some other function, that is public void open Instagram, then again application dot open URL, then add the Instagram URL, copy link address. Okay, there's some problem with the link. All right, let's remove this. Yeah, we got our LinkedIn, that is Instagram profile. All right, now again let's create another function, that is open GitHub. All right, so application dot open URL, and let's put our GitHub profile in there, copy link address. All right, so we got our GitHub profile too, right? All right, so now let's add our which one is left now. Let's see, Discord. Yeah, so open Discord. So this is the Discord server of Antern, so you can join that. So application dot open URL, and all right, just wait, let me copy the URL, copy link address. All right, so here we got the URL. All right, now another was YouTube, right? Public void open YouTube. All right, so application dot open URL. Now again put YouTube in there. This is put the link of the YouTube in there. All right, so I'm just going to copy the link. All right, and just paste it in here, and let's compile the script. So our script is compiled. All right, now what you have to do is create empty game object. All right, reset its transform. All right, just wait. Yeah, so reset its transform and add this. Also rename it to link manager. All right, because we'll be attaching our link manager script to it. All right, and attach this link manager script in here. Now what you have to do is go to the, first of all, these are the button. All right, so first of all go to this LinkedIn button. All right, in here you can see on click on add, then add the link manager, then click on link manager and find open LinkedIn. All right, so and we got the open LinkedIn function. Now again go to Instagram, on click link manager, open Instagram. Okay, and in the bottom container click on Discord, on click link manager, and then open Discord, and again GitHub, do the same thing for GitHub. All right, so add the GitHub one, then click on open GitHub, then again YouTube, add the link manager, then again open YouTube. Where is YouTube? Yeah, we got it. So that's how you do it. All right, now let's test if everything is working fine or not, right? So just give a few seconds and let me show you. So here you can see that our business card is created. All right, and click on any button. All right, let's say this Discord button. So what will happen, it would start opening the URL in my browser. All right, so here you can see it has opened the URL in my browser. So you can do similar things with that. You can add more features. All right, and now it is our time to add the animations to it. All right, so how would we do that? See, adding the animations are very simple. What you have to do is click on this left container. All right, then go to your window, go to sorry, in here go to this animation section and click on animation, and a window like this would appear. So create. All right, click on create. Then what you have to do is create a new folder in here. Let's name it anims. All right, because we will be storing all our animations in there. All right, and in the anims folder, give it a name called left container anim. All right, and save the animation. All right, now what you have to do is, here you can see, first of all, see here in the record button, click on this record button. All right, and put this inside. All right, put this inside of in here. All right, now let's give it a, let's say, 50-second gap. All right, and again pull it back in here. All right, now let's see. Okay, if you want, you can make things more slower by dragging it to like 1. All right, so now our left controller anim is done, right? So let's make it up to full. All right, and now in the bottom container, what we have to do is again click on create. All right, and let's name it bottom container anim. All right, and save it. Then again click on this red icon. All right, this record button, drag it in here. All right, drag it in here, and then again go to 1. Then again bring it up in here. All right, so that's how we do it, right? So that's how everything works, right? So now our animation is recorded. You can play the animation and see it's working. All right, now here's a bit of a problem. All right, this animation, all right, this animation would be looping. All right, when the animation works, right? So to fix that, go to the anim folder. All right, and you can see these triangle icons, right? So click on them and uncheck the loop time option. All right, and again in the left container also uncheck the loop time option. All right, now let's see if the animation is working or not, right? So let's check that. All right, let's check that. So let's see. Oh, our animation didn't work, but can you tell why? Because see, when the scene started now, it already played the animation. All right, means let me show you again. All right, let me show you again. Let me bring it up in here. All right, and let me show you what is happening in the background. Okay, so just give me a second, and here you would see that when the scene start, it would already play the animation. Now we do have a fix for that, and I will show you what is the fix. It's a very simple fix only. All right, I will also make you understand the concept of that. All right, so just give me a second, and we'll be good to go, right? So here you can see the animation is actually not playing because it has already been played, right? So this is the problem. So how to fix this? Let's see how to fix this. All right, so the very simple way is to go to the image target. All right, and here you can see there's on target found and on target lost, right? And currently our work is with this on target found, right? So what we will do is click on this, get the left container in here, go in here, go in animator. All right, and click on play, right? And if on target is lost, all right, okay, if on target is lost, what you have to do is go to the left container. All right, and just wait, click on stop playback. All right, now let's see if it's working or not. All right, so our camera is active. All right, let me maximize the scene. All right, let me maximize this game view. All right, and let's see. See, our animation is perfectly working. All right, and let's remove it and then again bring it. See, our animation is working. So we have to do the same thing. All right, we have to do the same thing for the bottom container too. And you know what will happen? Our first business card will be created. All right, okay. So drag and drop the bottom container, then again click on play. All right, and then in the on target lost again, drag and drop this bottom container, and then uh, click stop playback. All right, and let's see. So now let me show you. All right, see, the animations are perfectly working, right? Isn't this great? So like this, you can create your own avatar. Like see, this means your own business card. See here, you can see this. There is the avatar, and it is also blinking. Can you see that? See, it is also blinking. So our business card is perfectly created. All right. So now what you have to do is you have to build this application, and to do that, you simply have to go to File, Build Settings, and click on Build the application and give it a name and save it. All right. So that's it. So this is how we create a business card. All right. So hey guys, in this lecture, we are going to create our last project, that is of Vuforia. That is, we are going to create our last augmented reality application in this series. All right. After this module, we are going to start with Spark AR. So it's also going to be really exciting to work with Spark AR. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing, all right, I want you to is set up your Unity engine. All right, is to set up your Vuforia engine. You already know how to do that. It's fairly simple. First, the very first step is go create your Unity, like Unity project. All right. After that, go to your build settings. In the build settings, all right, you would be finding Android option. All right, if you don't have Android option, means if it is showing something like this, no Android module loaded, install with Unity, that means you haven't installed your Android module. So do that. After that, what you have to do is click on build. So not build, I'm really sorry, you have to an option would be coming called switch platform. All right, like this switch platform. So as I'm already switched to Android, it's showing me build, but in your case, it will be showing switch platform. So click on switch platform, and after you are done switching your platform, go to the player settings. All right, go to the player settings. In here, add the company name, add the product name. All right, then go to resolution and presentation. In here, you would be getting an option of default orientation. For in my case, all right, in my case, I want it to be landscape left. I'm adjusting this just because for the camera position of my device. All right, and in the other settings, we have to set up our Android build version. So currently it is getting all the API levels. All right. The one I means I always go for is Android 6.0. All right. You can even go for Android 4.4. All right. It's totally upon you. So I'm again going to go with Android 6.0. All right. So here I have selected Android 6.0. There are multiple API levels I have. I have up to API level 30, that is Android 11. You can choose any one from these, and I suggest you not to go above Android 6.0, alright, because nowadays most of our device starts from 6.0, like 4 to 5 year old mobile phones have Android 6.0 in them. So uh, m- means take the API level as high as 6.0. All right, don't go above it as of now. Now you can even select Android 4.4 KitKat. All right, it's totally upon you, and leave the target API level to automatic highest install. All right, just like it is. And yeah, we our setup is done. All right. Now what I want you is to import the Vuforia engine. You already know how to do that, and I have already imported Vuforia engine just cause because it's going to take a lot of time to import in my system. All right, if your system is fast, it's not going to take so much time, but in my case it took a lot of time. So I have already imported it, and you already know how to import it. All right, so now let's first create our user interface. All right, that is the main menu. After that, we are going to set up our Vuforia engine. All right, and you see, I'm pretty sure that you already know how to use the AR camera, how to use the image target, right? How to use uh, means how to use the dashboard, means the website for getting the license for adding the image targets. All right, I'm pretty sure you know that. And I want you to try this AR encyclopedia by yourself first. All right, try this one first by yourself. All right, and then watch the video. All right, because that would be a really good practice for you. So you can do that, or even watch the video and develop along with it. All right. Now, I already have a scene. This is the sample scene. All right, I just want to rename it because in here I am going to create the UI. So hit rename, and let's name it main menu. All right, it's asking to reload. Okay, cool. So we have basically renamed our main menu. All right, now what we have to do is we have to provide a canvas to it, right? Because the main menu is going to be our UI. All right, and one more thing I would like to tell you that this AR encyclopedia project is based on dinosaurs. All right, currently I have included three dinosaurs. All right, you can add as many as you want. The three are Triceratops, T-Rex, and the Spinosaurus. All right, so you can add as many as you want, and even launch this product after developing it. All right, and I have also created the UI assets already. All right, I'm also going to show you how to play, pause, and stop an audio in this tutorial, so hang tight there and follow the tutorial. So first of all, right click in here and go to UI and click on canvas. All right, and in here in the top you would be finding a 2D option. Click on the 2D option and then double click on the canvas option, and it would be focused. All right, so and the thing, go to the game window. All right, and choose a resolution. See, for developing a responsive UI, what I generally do is I have three resolution. All right, one is of iPhone 6, that is the medium resolution. One is of not exactly the medium. All right, but I have iPhone 6, that is the lowest resolution. I have OnePlus 7, that has the highest resolution, and Redmi Note 5, that has the medium resolution. All right, so what I want you to do is you also follow these three, means these three presets. You can create your own by like in the game window. Here you will be finding a drop down. Go in here and click on this add button, give it a name, give it and width and height. All right, so and click on OK. It would help you create means basically a resolution of any phone you want. All right, so currently I want to go with iPhone 6. All right, this looks good. Now what I want is in this canvas I'm going to create a panel. All right, for attaching my background image in here. So I just want to stretch this stretch this panel out a bit, because let me show you why. Go to a game window. If I'm not sure if it's visible to you or not, but just wait. If you can see, here are some edge spots, like the panel isn't covering the whole whole canvas, so that's creating a problem. So that's why I'm going to stretch it out a bit. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to click on the panel. All right, then in the color image, here is an option of alpha. I want to increase it, all right, so that it doesn't means it is not transparent, all right. And in the background here you can see source image. I'm clicking this button to select the image, all right. And in here let me see, yeah, I got the background image in here, all right. So this is the background image I'm going to use. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good, all right. And now what I want to do is I want to give it a heading, right? So I have also created an asset for it. So click on this image, all right, click on this image, and let's give it a name, that is heading, all right. After you give it a name of heading, what you have to do is you have to choose the title, all right. That this is I have kept the title as Dinopedia, all right. So I'm going to adjust this particular asset a bit, all right, so that you know it fits good to the UI. And well, you have to do one thing, all right. Go to this particular red transform, alt, and then anchor it on the top, all right. Now adjust it a bit, all right, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. Let's stretch it out a bit. No, let's stretch it out a bit. Okay, yeah. All right, now it looks good. Now let's drop it down a bit. All right, let's drop it down a bit. Okay, cool. Now I have to add a button in here, that is a start button. All right, so I'm again, there are two ways you can do that. All right, I'm going for the image one, but let me show you. First of all, go to UI. You can simply select a button, simply select a button, and then from that button delete the text. All right, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do a very simple thing, that is go to UI, select an image, all right, and select the start button asset, all right, and then again stretch it out a bit, all right, so that it looks good, all right. Now that it looks good, what I'm going to do is also anchor it, all right, anchor it maybe actually let's anchor it in the center only. Let's keep it at the center. Click on start button, all right. Oh, I guess one thing I forgot, yeah, see, I always forget to make this change, all right. Whenever I'm creating a UI, and I just it just comes to my mind after many things are done, and I again forgot to do that. All right, I'm really sorry about that. Actually, in the canvas, all right, click on this canvas. Here you'll be finding an option, means a component in the inspector called canvas scaler. In there, you will be finding UI scale mode. What you have to do is you have to change it to scale with screen size. And see, this is why I really hate it when I forget about setting up all the things in the UI. So it happens with me a lot, all right. So yeah, forgive me about this, but yeah, now as everything's working fine, all right, we are good, right? So yeah, let's make this button a bit more shorter. Just wait. All right, where is the button? Yeah, gotcha. All right. Yeah, it looks good. Now in the start button, all right, as it is an image, we won't be able to click this image, or of course we won't be, because it is not a button, right? Now to make this image a button, what you have to do is you have to click on add component. In here, all right, you have to search for something called button, all right, and here you would be getting a option for button, all right. And now this image is a button, all right. This image is transformed into a button, right? Now I want you to create another image, all right. Go to the UI, um, then let's give it a size of, let's say, 60 60. Yeah, I guess that's really cool. Then again select another UI, that is the quit button, all right. Of course you want to give a quit button, right, so that people can quit from the application, right? Now what you have to do is again click on this rect transform, click alt, and yeah, here you go, we have our button aligned right on the bottom left. All right, now let's see. Yeah, it looks good. Now let's just do one thing.